Yo, what is going on, everyone? We are here live in full effect. How's everyone doing today? Great weekend, great way to start the weekend, I would say. Happy Friday to everyone that's tuning in. Lando will be here in a little bit, but I just wanted to chat with you guys before we get started. Mock Draft Simulator 2024. This is our first mock draft of the year. Probably be our only one. I think we're gonna do like different variations of mock drafts to see who we get or who we land potentially. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. I see you guys rolling in now. Shout out to everybody for rolling in. Appreciate you on each platform. Be sure to follow us on each platform as well. YouTube, Twitter, Apple, all that good stuff. Spotify, you name it. We're everywhere. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to everybody rolling in. How we doing today? How we doing? How we living? How we feeling? Hope we feeling good. Hope we feeling good. How was your guys' week? Hope you guys had a good week. Hopefully it wasn't too hard, too crazy. Hopefully it was peaceful. Hopefully you had a peaceful weekend. The NFL draft is right around the corner. I feel like once we blink, the draft will be here. I know you guys are excited. I'm super excited. Super excited for this draft to see who we get, who the Colts get, what could potentially happen. Can the Colts trade their pick? Yeah, this just started. You didn't miss anything. This just started. This literally just started like a minute ago, I would say. Appreciate you for rolling in, Alex. Shout out to Alex. But like I said, the Colts are in a pretty good position to pretty much do whatever they want. The favors on their side. It's just to see what they're gonna do. But yeah, we're sitting at 15 right now. So this should be an exciting year for the Colts off season wise. Who they're gonna draft? There's so much talent out there to go get. This is a pretty deep class. I think it's deeper than last year for sure. So it should be interesting to see what they do. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you guys, but this draft this year is in Detroit, Michigan. Detroit. The Detroit Lions had a pretty good year. Hopefully to see what they do. They're still building as well. But the Colts, like I said, all the cards are on their deck. So we should see how it's going to pan out for them. Like I said, if they're going to trade the pick or not. So it should be interesting. And Landon is now here. Let's go ahead and drag him in. Landon, how we doing?
What is up, everybody? I'm doing great. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. Happy Friday. Blessed to
Oh
be
yeah,
here another day, another opportunity to go out there and grind and do what we got to do.
that's right.
Let's go. So, I know you're super excited. You did a mock draft earlier already on the podcast. You can go ahead and shout it out if they haven't watched it yet. I'm pretty sure, but you did get a lot of engagements on your mock draft, which was it was kind of wild. But I was like, dang, do they know what a mock draft mean or what?
uh, Apparently not. It is fact. It
Yeah,
is
but
exactly what is going to happen, um, as we have laid it out. On the mock draft. That is exactly how it is going to go. So yeah, it had people riled up for sure. Which of course, naturally, a lot of the comments, didn't actually watch the video, so like
mm-hmm,
they missed a lot of context.
right.
Um, so yeah, anytime you can, spout off, insults without actually consuming the content, that's what the internet's for.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
I'm
But I
sure we'll
did.
get some fun comments to this one as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will. But that was a crazy day. But let's go ahead and pull up the mock draft. I did find the mock draft simulator while you were getting your PC updated. I did. I think it was Pro Football Focus, not Focus, but Pro Football Network. Sorry, they got a mock draft simulator. So
Sweet. Yeah. Even had our boy Mike out here throwing shade at me. Like,
yeah, that was crazy. I
what's
was just like, does he know?
what's up?
I was like, does he know that it's you, or
Come on,
does it
man.
even matter? I was just like, that's crazy.
Brutal. Brutal.
I was just watching it from the outside. I was just like, well, I'm gonna let them do them, and I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, this is gonna be more like realistic,
Hmm.
type of thing. Like, you know,
All right, so
yeah,
here we go. I'm gonna put it on slow speed, 7 rounds. We're gonna select the Colts here. So we're gonna do three different variations. We're gonna do one if they trade, if they don't trade, and then one that can be the most realistic if this was to happen. So the first one we're gonna do is if they don't trade the 15th pick. Sounds good?
sounds great.
All right, let's get into it. I'm excited. Let's go ahead into it. Go ahead and drop your comments of who the Colts should pick with the 15th pick if you are in the comment section right now. Um, Let us know who should have picked. If you're not a Colts fan, let us know who you want your team to draft as well as we proceed to go on. Let's go ahead and hop into it. 15th pick, as you can see, the Bears select Caleb Williams at number one, Drake May at number two, and then at number three is Jaden Daniels. That's interesting. Number four is Marvin Harrison Jr., of course. Five is Rome Odunze. I know a lot of people have Rome over Marvin Harrison. What's your thoughts on the wide receiver class? Who do you think is the best receiver?
I mean, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, this is something we talked about the other night as well. It's like we've hit like the prospect fatigue, when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to Marvin Harrison Jr., where like he's just been so good for so long that people now are, and he didn't do any workouts, he didn't do any pro days. So like people now are just kind of bored. So now they sit and they talk about, all the flaws in his game, which
Mm-hmm.
there really aren't any. But they try to
Right.
just make up and, for engagement purposes, they have this guy over him and this guy over him and stuff. But no, I mean, nothing's changed. He's been the best receiver in college football for 2 years. He's day one. He's a wide receiver one, you know, basically a top 10, easily a top 10 talent. And more than likely, he's going to end up as a top 10 receiver the moment he steps on the field. He's that good. Um,
Amen.
and so to me, like even with like Caleb Williams and Drake May and the quarterbacks, like he's the best player in this class. Like he's the number one rated player in this entire class.
I agree. But as you can see from here, the Falcons made a trade with the Raiders. The Raiders received the eighth pick, and the Falcons traded the 13th and the 44th pick. And they traded with the Raiders to get, and the Raiders got J.J. McCarthy. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean that seems to be kind of where about they are at. I think they're one of the more probable teams to trade up for,
Mm-hmm.
the quarterback position, whether it's maybe New England drops back or maybe, like you said, Atlanta or the Chargers, one of those teams drops back. I think that's a team to me that's really what they're looking for their franchise quarterback. They're looking for that future. And if one of those guys, the top three guys, happens to drop or JJ McCarthy sitting there, that's a very viable, move for that team to make.
Right. Yeah, that was
Because
crazy.
right now, I mean, they're rolling out, Gardner Minshew. Like that's Gardner Minshew, or
Rich quarterback.
yeah, or they just signed him. So
Yeah. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. I see Terry and Arnold got picked up by the Falcons since they fell back a few picks. They got Arnold. Moving forward, let's see. We got Ladu goes to the Vikings. We got Bowers goes to the Broncos. Ryan Thomas Jr. to the Jets. Ugh. Oh my gosh, the Buccaneers traded. And then we got phone calls.
we got phone
Interesting,
calls.
interesting, interesting. So we got phone calls. We got Jacksonville calling us. We got the Saints calling us. I mean, which would you do any of these at this point since Bowers is gone?
Oh yeah, yeah, easily. I mean, I would easily do Jacksonville's
I was about
offer.
to say Jacksonville, right? Because they got the closest picks. They got 17 and 48.
Yeah, and then
So
what's the other one here?
the other one is the Saints is 26 and 45.
I mean, to me, that might be the move right there. Honestly, I know we're not doing trades on this mock draft.
Yeah,
We'll be
we'll,
doing
we'll come back to
on
it.
on the next one. But yeah, I think both of those are viable offers for sure. And I think that's honestly the likely scenario. Like we've seen the rumor mill with the Colts bringing in Malik Neighbors and
Hmm.
them having him in for a 30 visit. We've seen the rumor mill. It's like, oh man, like Chris Ballard's going to trade up. Like this is the year. Like, have y'all not learned yet? Like, have you not watched this man operate? Like, they, it's just that the more viable path is more than likely the Colts trading down.
Right. I agree 100%. So for this one, we're going to reject both trades, but we are still in a good spot. We got Dallas Turner, we got Mitchell, we got who else we got? Let's
Well, I mean,
see.
Xavier Worthy's still out
Yeah,
there.
we still got
Um,
Worthy,
Cooper DeJean, Nate
Cooper in
Wiggins,
there. Got Kool Aid still. I'm a
Donald
fan of Kool Aid.
Mitchell.
Yep, Worthy. Got Coleman still in there. I know a few people are down on Coleman.
I like I
TJ
like
Tampa's
James
still in
Conner.
there, and Lat McConkey.
Yeah, I mean Darius Robinson is up there as well.
Yeah,
So
this is a man. Xavier still in there.
yeah, see, this is where I kind of
You would
see like
trade back, right?
where the Colts are going to trade back. I mean Byron Murphy, sitting
Mm-hmm.
there as well. I know this, the world would burn if he took a defensive tackle in the first round, but I mean that those guys are at a premium right now. DeForest Buckner going into the last year of his deal, we've seen
Mm-hmm.
that market explode to where these guys are making, $25 million a year, for a defensive tackle. That's elite pass rusher
Right.
money. So
Absolutely. I think we're gonna be doing all the rounds. Uh,
7.
Dallas Turner would be a huge upset, best available, but our secondary needs help. So in this one, we gotta go with Turner, right?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. As much as I like Dallas Turner and his athleticism, what he brings to the table, I know like that's like the big name, guy that Colts fans are really on, but I really do believe that now are we doing what we would do, or do we do? Are we like this time? Are we
The
doing what
last
we
one's
would
gonna be the
do?
most realistic one, but this
Okay,
one is what we would do.
what we would do? Yeah, if it was me, I mean that's tough. That's tough
Yeah.
because Quinyon Mitchell's on the board, man, and
Right.
And I just think so. I think he's a top 10 player in this class. I know it says 16 on there, but
Hmm.
um, I just think day one, that guy's going to come in and be like your number one cornerback.
Yeah,
And
and it's nothing wrong with taking him this early because he's still one of the best corners in the
I
draft.
mean, there's
So,
a good chance he's not even
right.
available. I mean,
Exactly.
like there's a good chance Quinion Mitchell's already gone at 15.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
Because if
what I
Arnold
would
got
do,
taken before him.
I mean, I feel a lot more comfortable with our defensive line than I do with our secondary. So, yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would probably take Mitchell there,
I take
but
Mitchell.
Turner would be tough to turn down because I do like Dallas Turner. Like he's not my he was going into the process my edge one, and I had Latu as my edge two, but
Mm-hmm.
now that the medicals have come back from the combine on Latu and everything looks really good, um, I just think that Latu to me is my number one edge guy. That if I was going to draft that guy in the first
Mm-hmm.
round, it would probably be them. And I mean, I like Jared Verse a lot. Well, Dallas Turner, like really kind of the only downside to him is I think early on, because he is, really athletic and, he's got the length and the speed and the burst, but I think he could struggle on early downs. So I think
Mm-hmm.
going in, he would be more of like a rotational type of guy in his first year or so. Um, and so I just, you know,
Yeah, see, down and down basis, yeah.
yeah. See, he's not quite as refined. He's got the traits and the tools, especially because the Colts really draft for traits. Um, but he hasn't put it all together yet. But I mean, the path is there for him to be an you know, absolute stud. But then, I mean, you look at Mitchell, and not only does Mitchell have the high RAS score, which we all know what that means, but I mean, he's great in zone. He's great in. Um, I mean, yeah, like I mean, they
I
are
hate
they are
that.
kind of similar. But I mean, Mitchell's to me, he's just exactly, that type of guy that you can put in the secondary. And I'm immediately feeling much better with the outlook of the team. And like the fact that the Colts have addressed the defensive line in free agency, they
Mm-hmm.
addressed that defensive tackle position with Raquan Davis. They feel good about, bringing back Taekwon Lewis. Um, Dio another year, Quiddy another year. This is really the year for Quiddy. I feel a lot more comfortable because they made virtually no additions to the secondary. And right now they're relying on a seventh round pick and a guy coming off an Achilles tear. And I don't feel comfortable with that. So if it was me, if I was the GM of the Colts, in all honesty, I would probably trade back here. But if we're sticking here, I'm probably taking Quinion Mitchell.
Okay, let's do that then. We're gonna go with Mitchell this time. This time around, we're gonna give some more variations, guys. So don't go out here freaking out. So this draft, in this mock draft, we're
Yeah,
gonna
man.
take
If
Mitchell
people are
first.
freaking out about drafting Quinion Mitchell, I mean, what are we doing?
And
Like,
look, Seattle got Turner right after that.
yeah, I mean, what are we doing? If you're freaking out about drafting Quinion Mitchell in the first round, then you need a you need a stiff drink and
Right.
relax.
Cooper DeJean to Miami. Nate Wiggins to Philly. Bo Nix to Minnesota. Dallas getting. Oh, they got Graham Barton. Okay. Said Gas. Chop Robinson to the Packers. Ooh, Kool-Aid to the Saints. I like that one. DJ Tampa to the Cardinals.
Also, if this was me, this would kind of be the area like Detroit right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I was going to do right there.
Get
I was going to say
Xavier
this
Worthy.
would be the area where I would kind of look to maybe trade up with Detroit for a guy like Worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but since we're not doing the trades right here, and I'm not the GM of the Colts.
None of us are. We don't know the. I mean, nobody really knows the difficulties it is to processes like these situations, and it's
They
so
have a lot
stressful.
more. They have a lot more information at their
And a
disposal
lot
than
more guys too.
yeah,
They got to scout for every department.
than we do. So
Max Melton to the Panthers. Darius Robinson to the Titans. Ooh, Penix to the Broncos. Okay. Johnny Newton to Green Bay. I like that one. All right, here we go. We up again at 46. Got Buffalo calling. And that's it. Buffalo, the
yeah,
only team calling.
well, we're gonna reject it.
Yep, we're gonna reject this one. So this is who's left. We got Ladd. We got a Donnie Mitchell.
Jalen Polk's there.
Yeah, we got Polk here.
Ben Snow.
We got Malachi.
Braden Fisk is there.
Mm-hmm.
We know what he did at the combine.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Roman
Roman
Wilson,
Wilson.
Ricky. I know a lot of Ricky fans out there. Donnie Ladd.
So yeah, if this one, see, we're getting too far down here for me. But
We're going offense this pick, right?
yeah, well, I mean, really, you don't even have to click on offense. You could have just stayed right where we were. To me, at this point in the draft, I know like there's some questions on AD Mitchell. The work ethic, and
Mm-hmm.
apparently, he had a lot going on in his situation. As well, but he's another guy. I mean, height, weight, speed,
Six
decent
two.
route. Yeah, I mean, decent route runner. It's to me, this would be the guy that they could use. That if you could have Shane Steichen and you can kind of reel in some of the mental lapses to his game, the effort and all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. If you can get that out of him and help Reggie Wayne just kind of tweak a few things with him, then he's got the size and the speed and the experience to where he can make an impact, really early on this team. And I think he just gives them another really good toy to play with. So yeah, that's where I would go. I'm curious to
You
see
going
what you.
AD?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you're thinking.
Definitely receiver. I like Lad McConkey. Definitely a fan of Lad McConkey just because how dominant he was, especially in his final runs and how good that he was on that team. I would be like I see the chat saying AD or Lad. You can't go wrong with either or, especially because of the coaching the scheme we got with the QB. I think you can pretty much put anybody in that place. It's pretty much so. What are you going to take over Alec Pierce? Of course, we still got everybody's still questioning Alec Pierce production going on, moving forward into next season. But I think we just need another guy because we're gonna have weapons. So I think you can't go wrong with either receiver, either AD or Lad. But if it was me, I would pick Lad.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see a path for Lad McConkey to be a really good receiver. I just think, what his strengths are. I
Hmm.
think we kind of already have those type of guys on
Right.
this roster. Pittman, more of a possession, you know, yards after catch guy. Josh Downs there in the slot, and I think he can work outside as well some. But he's that guy that just can really get open quick, can good route runner, yards after catch. I think Lad McConkey is very similar to that kind of a mold of a guy that smooth route runner, works the middle of the field,
Hmm.
gets open. And I think this deep, or I think the offense, just what they really lack is that deep ball threat, that guy that consistently gets open deep, but can also give you more of like that intermediate production, which is kind of where like Alec Pierce really struggles.
Right.
Is you know not only with getting open consistently on the deep ball, but you're only going to throw one or two of those maybe a week. Like, so, I mean, what are you doing the rest of the time?
Right.
Um, and so you're going to have to be able to work that intermediate, area, the short area, short route running. And I think AD Mitchell just kind of fits what this team doesn't have, where I think
Hmm.
McConkey plays a similar role to a guy like, Downs or Pittman.
Right.
And then, of course, you
Yeah.
also have the, you know, height, weight, speed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. 5'11", right?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
So, I mean, I'm cool with whichever one you want to go to. This is, I made the Quinion Mitchell pick, so
yeah, but
this
we
one's up
got
to you.
Josh Downs, man. So when you put height on that offense, I think it'll probably help. I'm not taking away from Downs, so
Yeah,
we probably want to go 80 here.
yeah. I mean, we already drafted one Mitchell, so why don't,
That is true.
let's just double up.
Mitchell. So we gonna take Mitchell with this pick here. Of course, we're gonna do another simulator, guys, for people that just rolling in. For everyone that's just rolling in, we drafted Mitchell
And Mitchell.
and Mitchell. So
Yeah,
both Mitchells in this draft as so far. If you guys are just rolling in, appreciate you guys. Lab McConkey wind up going to the Steelers. It's not that bad. Adrian Cooper to the Eagles. Ricky Parcell to the Texans. Man, they got
yeah. I don't
really
think the Texans need more wide
right.
receivers.
I don't think they need more weapons. They pretty much loaded.
Goodness,
Jonathan Brooks early.
the
Okay, he went to
Texans.
Green Bay.
That's a good pick. I would not like that.
Rook to the Lions, Ravens. Who they getting? Okay, Braylon Trice from
That's a
Washington.
typical Ravens pick right there.
Right. Man, they just got Rocky Sin. Why they getting Kamari? Jalen McMillan to the Panthers. Okay.
Some good
Braden
players here.
Fist to the Patriots. Okay.
That's a Patriots pick.
Kalong sleeper. Chris Jenkins to the Giants. Ronaldo Green to the Lions. Lions got a lot of picks. Roman Wilson to the Falcons. And they wind up getting Junior Colson after that. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. to the Washington Commanders.
Yeesh, I'm old.
Eh, yeah. Dang, that's a lot of trades right here. Look at that. Seahawks
Mm.
traded. The Packers won the trade.
Yeah, and see, this is kind
Rejected.
of where the draft to me like really kind of falls off. I don't think I think early day two it's pretty decent, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know getting into like round three and day three and all that, I think that's really kind of where the fall off is in this
Mm-hmm.
draft. I think the talent is really in the first 30, 45 guys
Yeah.
in this draft. So
Hey,
um
it's Blake Corum.
is Blake Holm. All right, so here we are here. Um
The Seahawks traded. Oh, they traded one pick back. And Jets traded with the Rams. And then the Texans got back to back picks from earlier. All right, so the Colts is here. Of course, we're looking at safety now, right? Safety at this point.
I mean, yes, possible. This is kind of an area. I mean, I would probably look on defense for sure,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was along the defensive line or at the safety spot. Um, you could even possibly look at linebacker, but I think that's more of a day three
Later
type of
pick. Yeah, you know Ballard good with
pick.
those.
Yeah, yeah. I don't worry too much about
And we
when he
still
picks a
waiting on
linebacker.
Titus Leo too.
That's true. Well, he's more of an edge guy,
Yeah.
so it's really just whichever you like, edge or safety. It would
I'll
be kind of
definitely probably
where
go safety, honestly. Mm, Spencer Rattler's still there. We're gonna pray for him.
see Jaden Hicks is still there, but I think he um more fits that strong safety type. I think they really need a free safety, like a ball rain, a rangy type of dude would be
Mm-hmm.
kind of where I would go.
Gary Jackson's still in there. Bucky's still there. Yeah, you seen Bucky, right? Hicks is the best safety available. Let's just send to safeties if we were checking the safety. So safeties, we got Hicks, Tyke Smith,
I think
Doctor.
I think to me like a guy like Cameron Kitchens, if he's
Mm-hmm.
available, which I don't see his name, so I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
say
say
I
he's
don't see
not.
him.
So he would be a guy that usually kind of goes in this area that I like. This is not like a really great safety class.
Right. So you think we should go edge instead of safety since it's not that great of picks left?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Jaden Hicks would probably be my next best safety, but he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't necessarily fit kind of what they're looking for. Like he's very similar player to like a Nick Cross type of guy,
Right.
where I think that they need somebody to replace, the role that Rodney Thomas plays.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy's just, not there right now. Um, Cole Bishop, I think he's decent. Another Utah safety to
Yeah, I
pair
know,
with
right? We about to have a whole Utah
Troy
backfield.
Jackson. But let's take a look at the edge rushers here
Yes.
and see what we have here.
Okay. David Thomas is there.
Yeah, I also like J. Alex Hunt.
Mm-hmm. Houston Christian. If you got a small school, you have a high chance of being selected by ballot. I'm just saying that.
That is very true.
uh, okay, got Mouse Cole here.
Or let's even look at the defensive tackle.
Jonah Ellis is a dog. Who's in corner? Sean Harris is laughing. Hey, don't laugh at me. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say that. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, so we got Devontae Sweat here. McKinley Jackson.
Yeah, I think with his recent issues, I think they probably take him off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Smith
We
there
got Wingo.
could be a really good pick, and um,
You know, I'm kind of biased when it comes to LSU, so any LSU guy on the board, if available, please do so. Tyler Davis. We got Justin. Let's get some help for our secondary. Stroud's going to pick us apart by himself. Hey, no matter how much Stroud did last season, we still had chances of beating him. I know Landon don't like the if word, but, you know, it was a close game.
it was a close game. I do. The only problem I have is the whole like if they converted that fourth down, we would have
Mm-hmm.
won the game. Like that's
Now,
that's the issue I have is that.
I feel like the first play of the game was really setting the tone when you got miscommunication on that burnt toast route straight down the middle of the field. Stroud just
Well, I mean,
launching it.
like if people think of it, I mean, like if they converted it, what they're at the 21-yard line. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not like they're at the 1-yard line where they convert it, they score a touchdown. You know, it's they still had to go, they still had to go 20 yards down the field. There's a lot that could have happened there. It's not just some guarantee that they convert that fourth down and they're going to win the ball game. Like there's
Right.
there's a lot of projection going on there.
Okay, Chroma's in here. James Madison.
And we did select Quinyon Mitchell in the first round.
Yes,
So we did
we
get some
did.
secondary help.
We
We did
helped
get
the
some secondary-
secondary earlier, guys,
I say
with the Mitchell pick.
I say let's go back to edge. Let's look at
All
it.
right.
Let's look at an edge here. Um,
So we got Hunt.
I
We
think
got
I
Jonah
think I
Ellis,
think Jonah Ellis to me. That's
another Utah guy.
mhm. Yeah. I think he's a guy that he's a little light.
hmm
So his play strength isn't there. But if you look at his explosion and his athletic profile, he's that guy that um, could come in and develop and be at least this year be kind of like a third down NASCAR type package dude
hmm
and um, develop. Once he gets that play strength up, I think he has a chance to be a starter with his athletic profile. Um, like I said, I also like J. Alex Hunt as well. He's another really athletic guy out of Houston Christian. His athletic profile is pretty nuts to look at. So
hmm So
uh,
Ellis or Hunt. We could do Hunt since he from Houston Christian.
that's
That's a
true. Yeah,
valid pick.
that's fine. More
That's a
skill.
valid pick.
Yeah, and he
All
he
right.
is a more dynamic athlete than Ellis is as well. So
Yes. So for this draft pick, we're gonna go edge here. We're gonna select J. Alex Hunt. Shout out to Houston Christian. We know Ballard likes those schools. So we're gonna go edge rush here. And now we're gonna move on to the draft. We got three more picks.
Braylon Allen, that
Yeah,
I'd
he
love
went
to
to
see.
Jets.
I'd love to see Braylon Allen with Jonathan Taylor in this backfield.
Shout out to
That
Wisconsin, right?
that would be fun.
Two Wisconsin running backs. Bucky Irvin to the Cowboys. I don't know about that one. Who the Ravens
And
getting?
Andrew Phillips is a good one. Johnny
Johnny
Wilson's
Wilson.
there.
Okay, LSU off the board. Austin Booker to from Kansas to Kansas City. That's kind of crazy. Will Shipley to the Bengals. Ooh, I like that. Help out my boy Joe Burrow. Josh Newton to Commanders. Tavion Sanders, Jalen Ford. Spencer Rattler to the Patriots is crazy.
Hey,
Hey, Hicks to Cardinals. Okay. And his DNA, yeah. It is what it is. It's getting close to draft season. Well, it is getting close to the draft, so speculations are just coming out of the gates. Oh, Jermaine Burton to the Chargers. Let's see.
he's another
Okay,
guy
Bengals
that's got
again.
really talented guy, but kind of got some off the field question.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie Jackson,
Kyrie Jackson to the Jaguars.
right before we pick.
Th-
Um. All right. Well, here I think we should just do all. This is would be a place to where like I wouldn't want to like pigeonhole myself into
Blake
like
Corum's still here.
one certain spot.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So, like I said, whenever you get down to like this would have been one of these. This is
Malik
one of these
Mustafa's still
places
in
in the
there.
draft where like you kind of just look for more like upside guys.
Mm-hmm.
Over the next 3 rounds, and there's not really a lot of great options, as far as like production wise, but there are a lot of really athletic guys, um, that can come in and contribute, on special teams early, or maybe you take a high upside offensive lineman, that you can throw in, kick them inside for depth, because You always need that. I mean, we saw it last year. Even as good as this offensive line was, Cam Hart's
I was
there.
just about to say that. Yeah, you see, my
Yeah, so
mouse went
he
straight to his name.
yeah, so he's another guy that you could throw into the secondary there and continue to build that depth. Brendan Rice is another guy as well. So it's really, you know, really just more dependent on. I think Jaheim Bell. He's
Florida
a
State.
Yeah, he's a field stretching type of Kylan Granson type of guy as well. So that's the thing is like I really outside of secondary, maybe linebacker, depth, there's really not much glaring weaknesses. As far as like a glaring weakness where like a rookie is gonna come in and make an impact.
Right.
Which that's the one good thing. Uh about Ballard, and re-signing all these guys is, outside of secondary, there's not just some like massive weakness. Now, like were there upgrades to guys in free agency? I think yes, but there's not enough of a glaring weakness to where like one of these guys is going to come in and just immediately be like he's better than the guy that we had. Most of these guys at this point, you're just looking for depth and
Hmm.
special teams.
So let's go back up to the top. So we covered corner, wide receiver, and edge. We still need a linebacker, still need a safety, and another tight end.
See, I don't think they need a tight end. Like I like if we're
Think we're good with it?
yeah, if we're not drafting Brock Bowers in the first round, like I just don't see that as a position of great importance.
Hmm.
Um, it's just one of those things. And I think wide receiver, I mean, to me, I think if you were looking on offense, you would continue to look either along the offensive line, I think in the running back room, or continue to build that wide receiver depth. Um, yeah, at this point, and there's some decent options here as well. I think Jalen Wright down there. He's a player I like. Out of Tennessee, Brandon Coleman out of TCU could be a decent guy you could have come in. Um, Jamari Thrash, wide receiver, Ray Davis, Cam Hart. I really like Ray Davis. Like he's a type of running back that I don't think they have on this roster.
They're right down the
Um,
road.
yeah, and he's very much in like that Naheem Hines type of gadget guy that
Yeah,
you
we
can
definitely
really
need one of those.
you can like deploy him in multiple ways, and I think he would be a good addition to that running back room because really losing, Zach Moss, outside of Jonathan Taylor, I mean,
Still got my boy.
yeah, I do like Evan Hole as well. Um, I like him, so I just that room kind of seems a little thin. And like I said, I don't think there's anybody like Ray Davis on this roster. So if you were wanting to target offense, that would be, the type of guy to me that I would want to have, to kind of counteract Taylor. See, I think there's Blake Coral. I think we have a guy. We have Jonathan Taylor who's going to play that role.
He's kind of old too.
Yeah, I don't think he has the athletic profile, um, to be that type. Yeah, I mean Evan Hull, I mean, but do we? You know, coming off of the injury. Oh, Siri. But coming off the injury, I mean, you never know. Like you
Yeah,
don't know. And I do think, as much as I do like Evan Hull, especially as a pass protector, I think he's really good there. I think Ray Davis is more dynamic. Um, there's been a lot of talk about Kalen King there.
hmm
I'm not necessarily sold on him. Would
You
you?
would you
Well,
would
this
go
is kind of
double
like,
down and corner this draft?
I mean, yeah.
So would you go Cam Hart over Kevin King? I would go Cam
I,
Hart.
I would go Cam Hart here
Yeah,
with these guys on the board. I would take a shot on Cam Hart.
yeah. So for now in this draft, let's double down in this draft. Let's go Cam Hart, just in case.
Yeah, and I mean, like worst case scenario, I mean he's going to play special teams and make an impact there.
Hmm. I know, no, I know in training camp and everything, he's gonna go crazy. So pretty sure, because I'll do anything to not get Tony Brown back put in those scenarios. If I had a chance to choose Cam Hart and Tony Brown Jr., I would choose Cam Hart.
Yeah,
So
I think they need at least two
two
DBs.
corners, right?
Well, I mean,
Amen.
corner or safety, just two
Right.
DBs in this draft class, at least. Like that's the minimum.
Hmm. So when we're looking at this selection, I think either him. I do like Mustafa, so um, I guess we'll double down corner in this selection. Let's double down corner. So we're gonna take Cam Hart right here. You good with that?
Yeah, I
Even
like the Tanner Bordellini um, guy as well. He's a guy that has center
oh,
guard.
okay, Wisconsin
Yeah,
64303. Okay.
I think he could be a guy that could be on their radar here. But we're not doing what we think the Colts will do. We're doing what we want to do,
What's best
at least
available
this time.
at our
So
picks?
yeah,
Yes,
I'll
this
take
time,
Cam
yes.
Hart.
And we didn't trade back or anything yet either. So
Not yet.
yeah. So we're gonna take Cam Hart here. Take it with a grain of salt. Whoever's watching this right now, we're gonna go again with another simulator, but this one we're taking Cam Hart. I'll be right back. So hold the crowd hostage until I return.
Well,
I'll be here.
you guys are stuck with me, unfortunately.
That'd be alright. They like you, Landon. It's just harsh
Not
criticism.
online. Not on the internet. So, just curious, you guys in the chat, since everybody's talking about this whole trade down, trade back type of stuff, what is your thoughts on like, do you believe Chris Ballard kind of goes against everything he believes in and trades up to get like a Romo Dunze or maybe Malik Neighbors drops, Brock Bowers, maybe they trade up with Chicago there at number 9, or do you think there's much more of a trade back scenario? Because I don't think they stick at 15. I don't think they're picking at pick 15. I think it's going to be one way or the other. My gut feeling, they're going to trade back. But I'm curious to see what you guys actually think about it. So let me know in the comments on if you were GM, what would you do? Just curious. And see, I can't go through the mock draft simulator because Marcus has it held hostage. So right now, this is where we're at. So I can't believe Jarian Jones is still on the board here. Yeah, Anthony, Alex, I agree. I think there's a much more chance that they're probably going to trade back. So looking here on the board, I mean, Jarian Jones is there. I love Jarian Jones. Like, I know we just picked Cam Hart, but like, so as me, I probably would have like taken Ray Davis there and then came back with Jarian Jones here. Um, I would have been really excited about that. Tyke Smith, Zach Zinter there, offensive guard in Michigan. Um, Jonah Ellis, another edge guy I was talking about earlier. Yeah, I agree. Secondary help, which that's kind of where we're at. We did. Um, we've taken 2 corners in this draft already, so we've got that secondary help. I would still like to get a safety. We'll have to look, who's on the board, but um, Jonah Ellis, I like. Jarian Jones, I like. Tyler Davis, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Zach Zinter, I like anytime. Usually, like Michigan offensive linemen end up being pretty good players. So there's still some really good players here on the board. So we'll let we'll let Marcus, now that he's back, we'll let him go.
I have
Yeah.
returned.
See, that's what I was telling them is Jerry and Jones is still on the board here. So like if it was me,
Ooh.
like I would have really liked to get Ray Davis in the last round and then came back with Jerry and Jones here.
Mm.
And because I actually do kind of prefer him more to um
What?
to Cam Hart.
Blake Corn went to the Texans?
Yeah, but see, like Jonah Ellis is down there. I know we talked about him earlier. So
Hey. See, we didn't know this was going to happen first time around. Well, I didn't.
yeah, you never know.
We got Hunt. Hmm. So we got Mitchell, Hunt, and Hart. Not bad. I would like this draft. If this was to happen, I still would be a fan of it. But now we are left with, let's see, we still need a linebacker, safety, and what else would you want?
Well, we got the Georgia safety there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he's doesn't have the height, weight, speed. He's kind of a smaller guy, very much like a Quandre Diggs, type of guy.
It's funny.
But didn't run super impressive. So like the athletic, like to me, like that's kind of where you're looking at guys now that
Still got Oregon State here.
yeah, yeah. But or I was telling them like Zach Zinter there at guard.
Mm-hmm.
Normally whenever you pick a offensive lineman from Michigan or Wisconsin, you're you're generally getting a pretty good player. So to me, like that's probably the route that I would go. Where it would be
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, I
So
see. I see. Alex is saying the same thing, so we could go guard here. Not bad. It's round five. That's still a decent time to pick a guard. Who else is here? Mm, okay, we got an Alabama boy still in here. Mm, Darius Henderson. Make our O line very underrated. It's still underrated in my opinion. I don't think you guys give our offensive line enough credit than what it's supposed to get. I think our offensive line took a huge step up than what it was the year before, and nobody gives it credit. You guys just discredit mastermind Shane Steichen of what he did so far, plus the offensive line, going through this revolving door phase. Gus needs to boot up and change. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I agree. But I think our guys. I think Gus puts our players in the positions to make a play. They just don't. We got an athletic defense. I think we just have to step up. I think that's the part. I think that's what a lot of fans don't understand about the Gus Bradley scheme. It puts our players in positions to make a play. They just have to do so. What do you think?
yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about the scheme that
Yeah.
Gus Bradley runs. I
hmm we don't have Cam Chancellor. We don't have Richard
Richard
Sherman in his
Sherman.
prime.
Don't have Earl Thomas.
Don't have Earl Thomas.
So I mean,
But
asking those guys to be that,
yeah,
is you're
it's
putting
a
guys
lot.
in a lot of bad positions. But like I said, I gave them credit last year because they did try to switch things up some, and
hmm
that's always good. But yeah, I agree. I agree. I like the hire a lot. So at this point, to me, I don't know. Like I'm almost at the point. Which I mean, you know how I feel about this type of stuff. Like I'm at the
hmm
point, like I'm tired of doing the projections or let's let these guys grow. Let's wait till next year. Like, I mean, I'm ready to win now. Like we need to win. Like at some
Yeah.
point, that has to matter. Like the RAS scores and all the analytics and all that, like none of it matters if you're not winning football games. So, whenever we're talking about like, well, we have this, or maybe this guy gets better, or maybe this guy, like, yeah, that's great. Like that's the hope. That's the plan is for these guys to continue to grow and get better. But we actually have to see it, like it has to happen because Quentin Nelson's not getting younger. DeForest Buckner's not getting younger. Like all these guys that are mainstays, Ryan Kelly, Michael Pittman is about, he's going to be 26, 27 years old this year.
Just got paid.
Yeah, just got a big contract. Like, I mean, at some point, like these guys are going to continue to get older and their production's going to go down, or they're going to leave in free agency. Like you have to, each year is a new year, so I mean you got to win eventually. And so that's kind of where I'm at, is like I'm done with the whole like draft and develop and hope and pray. Like at some point it's got to be what matters out on the field, and until that happens, that's just where I stand. So
I respect that. I'm on the stand, you know me. I'm on the stand of being happy with where we landed last year. Of course, we didn't win the division or anything, but we did win 9 games, and that's better than what happened the season before. So I'm currently at peace. But I would like us to be better, but I am at peace because I'm comparing last year to the year before, and I think it was a huge upgrade.
oh well, yeah, they definitely got better last year
yeah.
for sure. Yeah. And there's Anthony Richardson, of course, is
yeah.
always big. That's a big positive if he stays healthy. But
Amen. Amen.
that's kind of what I always wonder, is like, when is, like, at what point though does like winning matter? So like if this year the Colts don't go out, say Anthony Richardson plays all 17 games,
Mm-hmm.
say they win 8 or 9 games and they miss the playoffs.
This is
Is
gonna
it,
be a tough year though,
yeah, I mean,
because
like, is everybody still happy? Are we happy with where we are? Like, I mean, like, are we still getting on Twitter and talking about how we just
well, you
need to
know
let
that's gonna happen. It's Colts. It's the Colts fans.
the
You know Colts
process
fans
needs
go.
to play out?
No, there's still even if we do have a winning season, I feel like you're gonna have Colts fans in your feedback still saying how dumb you are and all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Colts fans are
Yeah.
never happy. So
If they're winning, that's the only
if they're
thing.
winning, they're still
That's the
never
only thing I
happy.
care
Like,
about. That's
oh, we won a
literally
division, but we couldn't get to the championship game. It's like It's like
that's the
it's
only thing I care about
right.
is winning.
That's right. And
I'm
so
done with the whole, like, we need to, let's just let it play out. Let's let these
let's
guys
just let it play
develop.
out.
It's like, no, let's win football games.
Let's win
That's what we're
football
here to
games.
do.
You
So
know, we get to this pick. Let's go Zach Zinter this pick. Let's
I
get
agree.
Zach. Let's get Zach. Shout out to Michigan. Who is
I
Washington getting? Ooh, Trey
think
Taylor.
he adds much needed. Of course, the Jaguars get Jaron Jones.
When the games were supposed to. Amen, Anthony. Amen. Dang. The Rams did have back-to-back picks. Jared went to the Bengals. Yee. I like what the Bengals is doing. I ain't gonna lie. Bengals been having some good picks. Okay, Kansas. Nike to the Buffalo Bills. Ooh, the Eagles, they stole who I wanted. Lions got Jones. Hey, Ellis is finally off the board.
Baltimore just
They
building that
stacking up,
defensive
man. They
line.
stacking. This is definitely a Baltimore draft. I ain't gonna lie. Elijah. Ooh, so the Saints got Isaiah Davis, and then they got Xavier Thompson. Eagles got back-to-back picks. Miles Cole went to Kansas City. Mm, okay. Evan Williams, okay. Miles Harden. Okay, okay, Seattle. I see. Mm. Garrett Greenfield. Mm, okay. Okay. Okay, Falcons. I don't know. Vikings back to back. Okay, they double down offense. Okay, double down on the line. I see. All right, and now we're up. Isaac Garindo, that speedster we need in the backfield now. We're happy when we win games when we're supposed to. All right, so we're up. Let's go to what we got. Mitchell, Hunt, Hart, center. Not bad. Not bad. So in this position, we did not get a running back yet, and we didn't get a linebacker yet. This could be a good time to get a linebacker.
This could.
Take Milton to back up A Rich. Bro, we got Joe Flacco. We got
Yeah,
championship
yeah.
background in the backfield, man. It's a backup. We got championship pedigree.
All right, so let's
Milton will
hit
not
the
see the field.
linebackers. Let's take a look at linebackers because Tommy Eichenberg is not a Colts linebacker.
All right. So we got Notre Dame in here.
Okay, so automatically, I know the guy they're going to take. Like this is
Is
like
it a small school?
no,
Uh
no,
oh.
no. Setting at pick 202 is like the Chris Ballard.
Oh,
It's the Chris
okay.
Ballard special.
Edufwan. Edufwan. How do you say his last name?
Ulo Fascio.
Hey. Hey, that'd be a fire jersey seal.
Yeah, and so you look. I mean, classic. Run around 6 foot, long arms, a little bit undersized, but plays off ball, high RAS score. You know, really showed out at the combine.
Mm-hmm.
He can play a little bit of off ball, which I think is, really kind of a type of guy they're lacking. Zaire, of course, is more of like that downhill run stuffing, tackle machine. I think EJ Speed can do a little bit of off ball stuff a little bit better, but they don't have that guy that can roam the middle of the field and cover tight ends and that type of stuff. Kind of what we saw Shaq Leonard do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with his profile, I think he fits that
Even
role.
with the guy we got late in the in the cycle from Alabama that switched from safety to linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, I think because even if not, I mean, with his profile as well, he's going to be a special teams guy. And at this point, I mean, you're getting in around 6 or 7. Like these are guys that like their entire career on making this roster is going to depends on their ability to play special teams.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he could very much be like an EJ Speed, Zaire Franklin type of linebacker,
Okay.
where he starts out on special teams, eventually works his way up, and then he's
Mm-hmm.
making an impact on the field. So that to me would be my choice here.
I said we do need a linebacker, so I'm gonna go with you here, Edufwan. You are Indianapolis Colt, so that's what we're gonna take right here. And then we got one more pick after that. With our line in the trenches with our linebackers. No, I didn't watch it yet.
I've watched a few episodes of it. Yeah, I've watched a few for sure. They do a good job. They're really funny.
Yeah, I didn't watch the latest episode. I've seen a few, like the Ty and
Brennan
Paris
Jackson.
Campbell.
If we didn't already have an edge, Brennan Jackson. That's a guy to keep your name on.
Mm-hmm.
Vaki's another guy to keep your name on as well.
Mohamed Kamara went to the Lions.
They've taken like 3 edge rushers in this.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, Zaire's podcast. Yeah, I've seen a few episodes like early on. Austin Reed. Mm, okay. I don't know Jacksonville. I don't know about that one. Okay. Okay. Carson Steele. Who the Ravens getting? Another
It's,
new
it's a
lineman. My goodness. Okay, a lot of running backs are getting picked now. Jalen Green last pick. If Harris in one season.
Plus, I
Yeah,
mean,
kicker's off the board.
don't count out Titus Leo as well.
Right.
He's got a really athletic, good profile as well, and unfortunately, the injury last year
Mm-hmm.
took him out. That's what was crazy about our draft class last year is we lost
Yeah,
literally
half of them was
half
injured.
those guys to injury. That's gonna be like a whole nother draft class coming in.
Right.
Um, Safety, I mean, Daniel Scott in the safety room and on free agency as well,
Mm-hmm.
so
All right, here we go.
all right, so
Last pick.
let's just go to all. Let's see what we got here. Who's on the board?
Joe Milton.
And Milton's still there.
AJ Barner.
And we've drafted what 2, 3 secondary guys, an edge rusher,
Yes.
a offensive lineman, a
So
wide
we'll probably
receiver.
go what, running back or tight end here.
I wouldn't go tight end, but I mean running back or running back or another defensive lineman. Or you could take Joe Milton. You could in the 7th
Bye,
round.
Sam Elliger.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a sign Milton is a Colt. Oh my goodness.
with his profile, I'm not personally a fan, but I mean, I could see him just to have him to keep him off of um other
AFC
teams'
South.
practice squads so they
AFC
can't
South.
prepare for Richardson's um which I think even with him they couldn't really do.
Rasheen Ali. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting smelly the longer I scroll. Convert him to tight end. All right, Steven. Have a good night. Yeah. We have another Milton. Kendall Milton. Just for Zach Hicks, we're going to draft a punter. eh. We're probably going to go Milton here, right?
I mean,
Unless you,
take a shot.
unless you see somebody, because I don't.
Now you're gonna have to go back up.
Yeah, because
You're in the undrafted free agent territory.
Yeah, it's like practice squad worthy.
Yeah, screw it. Take Milton. This is what we would do. So
Yes, 100%. You like having two ARs?
no, there's only one,
Only
one
one.
AR.
Don't you dare disrespect the number one.
You got AR and then like great value.
It's not even a Walmart brand. It's just great value. And by the way, let's go Pacers and beat the Cavs tonight. Maybe move up to the 15. Shout out to the Pacers. They've been playing good basketball all year. Shout out to Halliburton. I know we don't usually talk basketball here, but shout out to the Pacers. They're in a good spot. Xavier Weavy will be a practice squad worthy. Okay. And I'm going to speed up the draft next round because this is too slow for my liking.
Yeah, we'll really only have
John Palmer. Oh. Al Walcott Jr. went to the Ravens. A punter is the last pick of the draft. Look at that.
brutal.
Oh, they got NFL playoff predictor here. Save it? Yes. Okay, I saved it. So let's restart. We're going to speed up the process to fast because it took too long. And we're going to do the Colts. And this one, we're trading back in this one, right?
Or up. We'll see what the board.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see.
See what the board looks like.
Yeah, so this is going to be the one where we don't we predict what the Colts will do. We're already an hour in.
All right. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Okay, it's almost the same thing, but I don't think Illuminae went early. Marvin Harrison went to the Chargers. That's what the difference was.
See, I would slow it down now because we're gonna.
Okay, let's restart it then. It went way too fast. I almost had it. Like I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to see. If we need if we should trade up, like if Marvin Harrison's there. you
Oh
know,
gosh.
you never
I was
know.
saying, okay, let's give the Cardinals another chance because they was tripping. Drake May, of course. Marvin, right? Oh, excuse me.
Well, do we need to call the Chargers right now?
Do we need to call the Chargers because they tripping?
Do we need to call the Chargers?
Hello. What is it? What are the Cardinals doing? What? This is the second time they got somebody that's not Marvin Harrison Jr. What is going on here? Are
So
we are
that's
we
I
making a
think
call?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think this is where it's gonna happen. Maybe Ursay interjects here and he's like, "Do it, do
Uh,
do it
are we
now."
are we
Do it.
calling now?
No, not yet.
So
Not yet.
resume.
Yeah, we got to be a little realistic with it.
Okay. Ooh, neighbors to the Giants. They need a wide receiver too. Okay.
Let's see what fuck. So
Ooh,
this is where we need to start having the
phone
phone
calls because Turner just went off the board, and
hmm
Bowers look like he's about to go to the Jets.
And so Romo Dunze is up there,
Oh yeah, he is.
and
Holy, and Arnold's here too still, and Verse.
so hold on. See, this is where we should have done this last time with trades because the last time would have been what we would have done, and I would probably make the move up for Odunze, but the if we're doing um we should doing a Starsky and Hutch for
Yeah, I just read that too.
um if we're doing what we think the Colts will do, I think we need to keep the draft going right now because
Okay,
we know
so we're not trading up.
we're not trying to. Like, players are too good right now. Ballard's not
Oh,
making that move.
well, I'm pretty sure Bauer's about to leave. Bauer's about to say goodbye.
I don't think so.
Oh! McCarthy got traded, and the Jets moved down. Okay, so who goes next? Rome, right?
Uh,
Would
maybe
they get Arnold?
Arnold. Maybe
Yeah, I think Arnold, right?
the Cardinals
Oh,
traded back up.
oh.
Cardinals got Odunze and Joe Alt.
What in the Jets traded back? So they're getting Bowers. So
I
who
think
would the Broncos get? Arnold, right?
I think Bowers goes here.
The Jaguars traded up? Oh, I will have a heart attack.
Sheesh.
The Jaguars traded up and got Arnold. Huh? Are we about to get Bowers? Is Bowers about to fall to us?
Oh no, Saints will take him right here.
Please don't say that to me.
All right. So this is where we need to have the conversation.
we gotta take Bowers, right?
So this is where we need to have the conversation on do we think the Colts because look at the board. Latu, Bowers, Quinyon Mitchell, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy, all these guys are on the board still.
Brian Thomas Jr.'s here.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like, do we think the Colts stick here and run the card up for Brock Bowers? Or do we think they trade down, get more picks, and still try to get one of the guys that's on, high on their board? Um, man, that's tough. Personally, for like, I mean, if it's me, this is an easy decision. Like, I'm not even thinking about this. But it's not me. This is the Colts we're talking about, and as you know, we love them picks. And so, is Brock Bowers enough? Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go through the. We don't have to go through that before we. So let's look at the trade offers and see what we have on the board here. Are they good enough? So
We'd
to
move down
me,
5 spots.
that's not a bad option.
Yeah, but who's
I
there
want
though?
let's see what the other ones are. We have three trade offers.
Good God.
Another first round pick for Washington next year.
Who are we
Like
getting next
like
year?
Washington's probably going to be really bad. Like that could be a
Yeah.
top 5 pick next year.
Yeah, but who are we getting though?
Well, you got pick 36 and pick 40. So you've got three picks there and a first rounder.
Hmm, I don't know,
Or
man.
you can, use those picks to trade back up into the end of the first round if like Worthy's there, somebody like that, and you have a first rounder next year as
Hmm.
well. So what's the next offer? No, I'm not doing that. So really, so this is the so to me, it's between Washington or Brock Bowers. We all anticipate Brock Bowers being a great player, but he's
Yeah, huh?
also Washington is not going to be good next year. And they're offering a first round pick and two high second round picks to move up to this spot.
Man,
I think if that offer is on the table,
you're taking this?
I think Chris Ballard takes that offer.
Okay, so all right. So we take this trade, right? Are we trading back up after we accept this trade?
We'll just have to see. I mean, we'll just have to see,
Oh God.
We'll have to see what the board looks
This
like.
is why I could
I
not be
mean,
the
it's
front
possible.
office.
But yeah, I think that 2025 Washington first round pick,
Yeah,
like
that sounds good for
that's
sure.
going to be very valuable because
Yes,
I
I
don't
agree.
think they're good. So I,
Because we're
I
still banking on Richardson
yes,
to carry us this year.
exactly. So yeah, I take I take that offer. I think the
Oh my
Colts.
gosh, we're starting to sound like them.
I
I was
take that
like,
offer.
yeah. So, all right. So since we're trading back on this round, we're gonna accept the Washington pick. Um, but we're gonna see how the board falls, and if it gets too scary, we're gonna trade up.
Yep. Well, I mean, yeah,
Oh,
we'll see. Let's see what it looks
okay,
like. So
okay. I'm
let's
about to
take
hit
the
this set button. This might not happen again. I did the Doctor Strange scenario, and it's not looking favorable. Swing McLaurin. Hey man, hey. If that was to happen, I wouldn't have been on the screen if McLaurin name was right here. I wouldn't have been on the screen. I would have hit accept before Landis finished talking.
no, that shouldn't. I mean, that's he's already making too much money. You can't pay two wide receivers like that.
Kool-Aid or
All
Worthy,
right.
hopefully.
Hit accept. Come on.
Yeah, I. Oh, oh, ooh.
See,
All right,
so we're still setting okay here.
we still got Thomas and Worthy. We still got Thomas here. Okay. Ooh, we still there. I don't see us. Oh, oh my God.
So Latu's still
Tyreek Hill
there.
and Thomas is on the same field. We still got Worthy.
So let's see what it would cost to trade up with the Eagles. Let's go to proposed trade.
Okay.
Let's go with Philadelphia. I'm just curious to see if they would do.
They can't have this. Oh my gosh, we have two first.
Let's see if they would do 36 and 117
For the 22nd,
for 22.
I'm pretty sure they'll probably accept it. But this is what you would do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
they
Okay.
didn't.
That's fine. So
Hey,
let's keep going.
hey, I like these. I like these. You know, some websites will just accept it randomly, no matter
I
what you
mean, it
say.
probably would have taken 8. Like if we did like the 82nd pick or something like that, they probably would
Hmm.
have taken it.
So we're
But
gonna keep going.
there's still too many good players on the board here.
Yeah. Okay. Ugh.
All right, so let's hit up Green Bay now.
Okay.
So let's do 40, 117, and a fourth round pick next year for 25. Let's see. Okay, so let's
So
do.
so stingy.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't going to work, but I figured I would try.
Ain't
So
nothing wrong
hit
with that.
propose
Hey.
trade again.
Hmm.
Hit propose trade again. All right, with Green Bay, let's see if they would do 40 and 82 for 25.
Yeah, it's much closer. Hmm.
Still
Stingy.
not wanting to do it. All
I'm
right,
I'm
let's
I'm
see
willing to
if
send them
we'll
4 picks.
do 36
Hmm.
and 82
They can
for
have one of these late ones. I ain't gonna
50.
lie.
Okay, let's do like the sixth rounder there.
This one.
Yeah, and then let's counter back with 202, with 25 and 202. Okay. Well, I mean, sometimes you can't make a trade. So, well, let's hit up Minnesota. Minnesota's got back-to-back picks here.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. I'm about to cry.
So let's do 36, 117, and 191 for 26.
They got to do it right.
No. All right.
We don't have Bowers.
That's okay. So here, just hit resume. Let's see what happens.
Mm, mm. Whew.
All right. So now pause it.
Okay, because I feel like the Ravens are about to steal, or the Lions are about to steal somebody.
So let's hit up Detroit. Let's do 40 and 82 for 29 and 164. All right. This is
I
how
couldn't do
I
this.
imagine
I would
Ballard
send them
operates,
everything.
like trying
Huh?
to get one over on people. Like this is how I imagine he operates, like very stingy.
Right. No? Okay, fine.
All right, let's hit Detroit up. Let's go 36 and 82 for 29.
I'm not liking these teams. I thought they were friendly.
All
Didn't they
right.
just meet at the meeting, at the owners meeting?
Well, it's fine. Let's look. It's not worth anything more than that. Like it's not right now. So let's see. Let's get to San Francisco and see what happens. That's why. That. All right. So at this point, I'm cool just waiting to 36.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you.
Xavier Worthy would have been the guy that I would try to target there.
Ooh, TJ Tampa's still here. Ooh, and Xavier's still here too. Tampa and Xavier is on my high board.
Yeah. So let's keep the draft going here.
Okay. We did trade back, so that's what we wanted to do anyway.
But we
Okay.
got a first round pick next year.
Yes. Okay. We're looking good. AD's still here. Okay. Oh, ooh.
All right. So here we go.
Okay. No, I'm not doing any more
Another
trades.
first round. Another first round pick.
Absolutely not. This is the you were literally just
You're
wanting to
picking
win.
again in 4 picks.
You
pick
just
again in
you just
4
talking
picks.
about winning. You're not winning this year if you're giving away all these picks.
I mean, it's you're you're getting 81, 102, a first and second round next year,
Sir, we would
and a
literally
fourth round
storm.
next year.
We would storm. We would storm Lucas Oil Stadium if we trade back twice.
For I mean, I
Indianapolis will
understand
be
if
on
it wasn't
fire.
another first round. You're gonna have 3 first round picks next year and 2
Indianapolis will be
second
on
round picks.
fire if we do not get nobody
Yeah,
in this.
like I get that the fan base would be on fire, but I tell you what, if that is offered to me for 1 pick, I'm Chris Ballard's gonna instantly say yes. They're picking again in 4 selections, and they still have 2 second round picks in this draft.
We didn't get anybody at 15. We traded down. We got
They got
Washington's first
Washington's
next
first
year.
rounder, and they got
Yeah.
36 and 40, and a 2025 first rounder from Washington. So now you could go in with, I mean, what if Seattle, like, I mean, that's 3 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and you're still, picking, you get a third round pick in this draft as well.
So
They would
we
take
would
that
give
off.
them
They would
we would
take
give
that
them
off.
our pick and pick at 40.
Yes. No, I just hit accept. Yes, I would, because you're picking at 40.
Right. Who would we get though?
And I mean, if AD Mitchell's still there at 40, then you just gotta, I mean, come on.
So Xavier's there still. I don't think Xavier's
Hit
going no time soon.
Xavier Worthy's already gone.
The other one, legit.
Oh. So hit accept. Just they're taking that trade.
Landon, if you say accept again, I'm gonna hit you.
No, not for these. No. Yeah, so it would have to. I mean, they threw in a first rounder. I mean, that's so hit reject on these. We're taking AD Mitchell here.
Okay. No TJ. No Max Melton. So we're taking AD here.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, TJ's in Houston. Holy. You accept? Okay. Bo Nix? Oh. So we move down a spot and get a 7th pick.
No.
No. Reject?
Yes. And you have Max Melton right there. You're
Okay.
getting. I mean, that's a good.
We get Max?
I I would. Let's see who else is here. Cameron Kitchens, Chris Braswell. Yeah, I would take Max Melton right now.
Because
Because
he
I
will
think
not be here.
after him, I think there's kind of a fall off at DB.
I like Rook. Xavier went to the Chiefs. Not bad. Brandon Fisk. Braden Fisk. To the Steelers.
Yeah, so now I mean, so you still got AD Mitchell, you still got Max
Mm-hmm.
Melton,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're going into next season with 3 first round picks and 2 second round picks. And there's a good chance 2 of those first round picks are teams that are
He
not
said, for
not
goofing
that good.
around, Mitchell and Melton don't sound bad.
Well,
Don't.
it's Mitchell,
My goodness.
Melton, 2 first round picks, and 2 second round, and a second round pick. So that's
I
a
have a tweet already
that's a
ready
heck
for
of
when
a
I
haul.
post these screenshots.
That is one heck of a haul.
I would say Landon almost gave Coach a shock or heart attack, but it might pay off in the long run. Oh, bye, Ricky. He just went at 74 to the Falcons. DJ James to Kansas City. Kansas City is actually moving in this draft. I ain't gonna lie. The last one was a little iffy, but this one they kind of moving. Ooh, Cole Bishop to the Falcons. Johnny Wilson to the Bengals. All right, so we got back-to-back picks here.
Yeah, rejecting
No,
that.
no especially the
Rejecting
Patriots.
that. Yeah, we're not. All right, so let's see.
Hey, Roman Wilson's still here.
Javon
We
Bullard
got.
is
I
still
about to say we
there.
got Javon in here. I think we got a better safety option than last time.
Let's see. Edge is Miles Cole still there?
I mean, should be. I didn't see him go off.
Yeah, he might
Yep.
be under D tech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's right here.
yeah. I think it's still too early to pick him, but he's a.
Still got Houston Christian on the board.
All right, so let's go safety.
Might go Javon, right?
Let's see. What's his RAS? That's what matters.
825.
I like Javon Bullard here.
Yeah, I say Hicks got a better RAS. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was thinking Javon as well because he's just a better option from what we got last time.
Mm-hmm.
We can go Javon, and we got another pick right after too.
Yeah, exactly. So we're setting
We gonna go Javon here.
pretty good.
Yes, and now we have another pick.
All right, so let's look.
No, New England, leave me alone. Block this number. Block this number. Tell him to stop calling me.
So now let's go. Let's check the defensive tackle class here.
Ooh,
Chris Jenkins out of Michigan.
Kenley Jackson's here.
I think I like Chris Jenkins a lot.
Yeah. Ooh, look at his RAS.
Yeah, I think he could be a guy. So I would take Chris Jenkins here.
Yes, he was not here last time.
No, the fact that he's still there.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, Landon, I'm not. My heart's back at a normal rate now.
And we got another one too. We got
another one.
We got another pick coming up.
Yeah, we need a defensive tackle. What's wrong with you? Oh, okay. Alex liked that pick. Okay, I see you. Shout out to the 390 people in here. I appreciate y'all.
I mean, people but like this isn't just for like this season. Like this is for
longevity.
Next 3 or 4, like
this is the future.
30 years old this year.
How much does Ballard preach future?
Yeah, look,
and y'all getting mad.
She knows.
I agree. Hey, Sarah.
So we're picking right at the top of round 4 as well.
Yes, we are. Right after the Panthers. Kenley Jackson went to the Rams. Not bad, Rams. Not bad. I like that pick. Spencer Rattler. I throw my keyboard.
Absolutely.
Oh, you know I'm not doing this.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So let's go to all. Let's see.
Ooh, we got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in here, Landon.
We do. We do.
We appreciate you.
We take a linebacker.
Yes. And this is still early.
Ready for SmackDown here in a few minutes. Just started.
Absolutely.
Ready for
SmackDown. Yeah, we gotta hurry up.
Dominique Pooney. That's a guy that I love at offensive guard. And he's still.
I will go either or.
I would take Pooney here. He's anything but puny. Look at how big this dude is. His last name is Puny.
He's not puny, but 303 pounds at 6'5".
Big dude. And he can move. He can play all 5 spots. I mean, he's going to come in immediately, be really good depth.
Yeah, we got center in the last one, Sarah. Are we going puny?
I would, yeah. I mean, we just spent 3 picks in a row on defense.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, eventually,
this is not a defensive draft, even though we do need.
It will be, but I think offensive, like you always want to try to get at least one offensive lineman in every draft.
Especially since he's here too. We don't know what it
Yeah,
might look like later.
yeah.
I respect that.
He's definitely like there's a big difference. So,
Ooh, I'm sorry, Alex. I know. It's okay.
and I mean, if it's anything like this other one,
Ooh, Landon.
what?
Carter went to the Titans.
Oh, that's all right. He'll be okay.
Oh, the Ravens traded with the Eagles.
So now let's go back to corner. See, I like Hunt a lot. Let's go back to cornerback here now.
Gary Jackson's here.
Kyrie Jackson's available, or I wonder if it's like the other one. Is Jarian Jones by any chance still there? I don't think
No,
so.
I don't
I
see
didn't
him.
I didn't see him get picked, but he was there in the 4th round last time.
Oh yeah, he went to the Chargers.
Okay. So Kyrie
And Cam
Jackson,
Hart went to the Cardinals.
that would be a good pickup. I
Right.
think Kyrie Jackson could be good.
Yes. 6'3".
6'3". Yeah.
Let's
Let's
go
let's
Kyrie here. Because we do. We got Max Melton, but we do need another
we do
corner.
need another corner.
Yes. And we still got more picks, y'all. We got 3 more.
We do got
Shout
more
out to
picks.
Landon. My heart rate's back at normal.
See, we're good.
Ooh, Luke McCaffrey. Jordan Travis.
I like Jordan Travis.
That one next year's draft.
Oh yeah, 3 first-round picks and 2
Right.
second.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like at first I was like Landon. It was funny though. It was good. Like,
Trust
ooh,
the
Javon Baker.
trust the process.
Trust the process.
I got Wingstop on the way. I got
Hey.
SmackDown starting.
Finna lay up the smackdown on the wings.
We're in for a good. So yesterday, if you didn't know, yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, Landon! You didn't tell me.
I keep all that stuff on the DL.
Now, there's some things you can text me and I won't say in public.
I know. That's all right though. I mean, I'm not
Oops.
in the business of telling people when my birthday is, but my wife got me.
Oh, I got that
Yeah,
too.
that's my birthday present from my
Let's
wife.
go.
Um,
That game is so fun,
Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it.
right?
Getting old, one step closer to 40. It's on the horizon. I can feel it every day I wake up.
Joe Flacco of the Blue Stable.
Oh, brutal. I am actually. I'm pretty close to the same age as Joe Flacco. Me and Joe Flacco would have went to high school together if that's it.
Twinsies. Oh,
Um,
Zach Zinter is still here.
Zach Zenter's still there. Jaheim Bell from Florida State still there. If you want another weapon, let's take a look at the. Well, let's take a look at.
You just hit 40 last year.
Yeah, it's crazy to think it. I mean, it goes so quick.
Yeah.
It goes so very quick. So let's see here. Keith Smith's still there. Let's check on offense. Let's see what we have on offense. See, I like Tanner, but I mean we just drafted a guard. We don't need.
Mason McCormick is good. Lemur is
There's
good.
Isaac Guerrero from Louisville that blew up the combine, went absolutely
Hmm.
bananas.
You know,
Um,
you know, a ballot like those.
yeah, I think that could be a really good pick here.
Yeah, we got a running back last time, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, so I think we can go running back here. I wouldn't be mad
And
at
it's in,
it.
I mean, the 5th round, that's generally where I kind of
Yeah.
like to target running backs if I take
Right.
one.
Okay, Alex like that. He likes the Isaac pick.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and throw it
Let's
in.
get the combine buster.
Let's throw him in there.
Throw him in there. Shout out to Louisville.
No,
That's the ticket.
no.
Okay, they like that pick. They like that pick, Landon.
There we go.
Yes, yes, yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're liking your philosophy. They're liking your
Yeah.
philosophy.
They're liking my draft this time.
I'm coming around
Everybody
to it.
loves my draft this time, though. Whenever I'm actually like not just dicking
Messing
around
around with your friends,
on
right?
my
That's
messing
crazy.
around with my two best friends on our
That's
own
crazy,
channel
man. That's social media for you.
where we're just joking around. That's what I'm saying is like we do that show because I don't have to be buttoned up, suit and
Right.
tie. I don't have to be
Yeah.
serious. I can say whatever I want. I can
Mm-hmm.
have fun with my buddies, and that's it. And people get so bent out of shape. But like I'm not going to give you the same analysis here that I give you there. I mean, like I gotta have separate, you know. Here I mean, as, like I like this because it provides me an avenue to like talk like real football and scheme and like all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yes, I am going, Sarah. Me, Johnny, and Noah are going to be there. We just finished the process this morning. We will be in Detroit.
We do need an edge, and I think I have the perfect edge.
I'll be live when I go down there um, on draft day, so you guys just tune in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. My road dog won't be with me this time, but it's okay. I'll leave the seat open for him and Andrew.
Ooh, Gabe Hall, that was going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Back-to-back pick for the Texans.
Here we go. All right,
All right. We're
so
going edge,
let's
right?
go. Miles Cole still right there on the board,
Hey.
baby. I think
How's him?
Kamara as well could be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see what his RAS looks like. It's not the sevens. I don't know. Now let's look at Miles Cole's RAS.
Yay! Look at that.
Man,
Look at the difference.
6'6",
Look at the difference.
275.
My goodness. We going Miles Cole, right?
I think that would be
Ballard pick.
a better pick. He's very Dio or Dangbo kind of like he's very raw, like
Mm-hmm.
very raw, but he's got the physical tools.
Yeah, we know, Alex. We know. We're gonna go Miles Cole's here. Miles Cole. Shout out to Miles Cole. And we got one more pick after that. Josh Proctor went to the Steelers. Oh, Muhammad went to the Falcons. Not bad.
I like Brennan Jackson too. I think Jackson's a good player. Just went to Miami.
Shout out to Notre Dame.
I mean, if everybody like, I mean, if we knew that Kamara's a 10 sack a year guy, he would be going a lot
You
higher
would
than
have
the
went early
65.
first, yeah. You would have went early first.
I mean, that's the thing with the draft is like nobody knows. So whenever you get down here, late fifth,
Special
sixth,
teams
seventh
guy.
round, well, no, I mean like you bet on athletic traits. That's where like my philosophy with Ballard. I think early on, I think the first couple rounds you need to have production.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to have production to go along with the athletic traits, which I think is where his philosophy kind of falters, is because he's just athletic traits. Um, but once you start getting in like fifth, sixth, seventh round guys, I'm purely looking like guys like Ulo Fascio, that just went right there. I'm just purely looking at guys that, can play special teams, have a chance to make the roster, and you let their coaches develop. You know,
Bengals took Jaquan Jackson from me.
I like Vaki as well. Sione Vaki
Shout out
from
to
Utah.
Utah.
I
Oh,
mean,
he's gone to the Ravens.
of course, the Ravens. That's a Ravens pick.
Freaking Ravens. Mark Perry's still here.
We say we look at another weapon.
Ooh, I like the way you
Let's say we
thinking.
look at another wide receiver here.
That means we'll go crazy on social media. I'm just saying.
I think Cephas could be interesting for sure. If you check out his profile, um, he's another guy. He doesn't have like the insane. He's more of like a production type of guy.
Mm,
Went to smaller school, UTSA.
yep.
Got old Xavier Weaver out of Colorado with Dion.
Hmm.
He's there.
You got a nice rod score too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Better than Cephas.
Yeah, there's a lot of undrafted
Practice
free
squad.
agents here.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's look. So we don't need a
Gould is
running back now.
fast. Hey.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Ryan Watts.
I don't know. I do. I like Cephas here.
Cephas. I said we can go anybody here, so I'll go Cam Little if I want it.
He's more of like like I said, he doesn't have like the high athleticism, but like good route runner, really good
Hmm.
production. I think he's more explosive, like in the short area. Like he's not going to be like a burner, but he's more of like a who's a really good guy to compare him to. Who was the guy that the Colts had a couple years ago? I can't think of him off the top of my head.
Oh, we did not get a linebacker.
We didn't, but I don't think there's any linebackers here.
Yeah, I don't think
Well, I
so.
mean, hey, let's look. Let's look at when you get like this. Like I said, let's look at RAS scoring linebackers. Let's see what we have. Look at Kalen DeLoach out of Florida State. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. About Luke Reimer.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's. I think I'm more athletic than that guy.
I see what? I said what?
There had to be some kind of injury or something. What's Darius looking like? Last time we drafted a linebacker, named Darius, we had a good. He's a lot more athletic than that guy. Yeah, I don't really see any linebackers here. I
Hmm.
think they could pick up a undrafted free agent linebacker.
Quan Shepard's still here. Yeah, it's either Gould or Cephas.
I like Cephas better.
Gould would be more special teams than actual receiver, in my
Well,
opinion.
Cephas would be too, but Cephas I think has more like receiver skill. It's like he's a
Right.
really good runner, strong hands, good production. I'm trying to remember who we had a few years. Who was like wide receiver 3 a couple years ago.
Which quarterback era?
It was like Carson Wentz.
um.
I'll have to look it up. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm just
Yeah.
blanking because I've got stuff going on here. Zach Pascal.
Ah,
He's a very much like a Zach Pascal type of
I like Pascal
receiver.
too. Pascal didn't get enough flowers while he was here.
No, and that's kind of he's like a very similar guy to Zach Pascal.
He got hands.
He does have hands.
Okay. You could take him just in case if you do need another short receiver. Oh no, he's 6'2".
That's what I'm saying. He's like how Pascal was. Let's take him. It's seventh round.
He'll be our Michael Strawn pick.
Yeah.
Where is Michael Strawn?
I
On the
don't know.
practice squad somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Carolina Panthers.
Oh, I didn't check Crumb's Roz. Sorry. Just seen that. My bad. You met Bobby Lashley? Hey.
I've met a lot of guys. So like I actually if you know who Ricochet is,
Mm-hmm.
he's actually from my hometown. We're around the same age. We went to different high schools, but we hang out with a lot of the same people. I've met him quite a few times. He's a good dude. I've met a lot of pro wrestlers. I've been to two different WrestleManias. The last one we went to was the one in Dallas, and we went to WrestleCon, and I got to meet, like Mean Gene Okerlund, DDP, Shawn Michaels, um, JR, Jim Ross. I got to meet all kinds of people. It was really cool.
All right, so there we have it. You think
Yeah.
that's enough for today?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good,
I think this was better
it's,
than the last one,
it's a pretty good
honestly.
haul for
Yeah,
sure.
my heart was racing, but I think this was a good overall draft. No Bowers, but we still got Melton and AD, so and Javon,
You got two first round picks next year.
right? So there's nothing wrong with that. I think we did pretty solid on this one.
Washington
Um,
and Seattle, I don't think anyone's kind of confusing them
right.
for being elite teams. Like those are possibly two top 10 picks right there. Washington's could possibly be top 5.
So who would be 2025 picks? I wonder in this draft, both first and second. Yeah, we got two first picks coming around next. Wait, we got Seattle's first, Washington first, and our first.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're
You
gonna go.
still got
Ballard's
AD
gonna go
Mitchell.
crazy.
They've got a
Ballard's
point.
gonna get a contract extension if he get all those picks next year.
Well, to be fair, he would trade down with
Right.
those picks next year too. So
Yeah, I think we did pretty solid. Um, you guys stay tuned. Follow us on all our platforms. We will be live on draft day. So you guys stay tuned for that. I know you guys are excited for the draft like we are. But like I said, I will be down there with Noah and Johnny. Unfortunately, my road dog Landon will not be there, but it's okay.
are you going
Um,
to the draft?
yes,
Going to Detroit?
Detroit football. Sorry.
No, I'm not a fan.
Motor
Detroit.
City, rev your engines. Yeah, I will be there. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in for this mock draft simulator. We hope you guys enjoy SmackDown. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your night. Get some ice cream if you haven't anyway. If you are lactose intolerant, I suggest you butter up and still eat some ice cream, but enjoy your night after that. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Go Colts. Let us know in the comment section who would you draft? Would you trade up? Would you trade down? All these things in the comment section if you're watching this post stream. But we appreciate you guys, and we are out.